Hello everyone, welcome to another tag along. This week it is a quite quick project in my favorite book. I'm hooked on that book, I'm sorry, I can't help it. So I'm just spraying with three colors of spray ink. Glimmer Mist, a Lindy Stamp Gang, and Dilutions well, it's not really Dilutions, it's Distress ink that I diluted with water. So I'm just creating a quick colored background. At this point, as always, I don't know what I'm doing, but I wanted quite a dark page. And I wanted to play with the roses stamps from Art Journey. I really enjoy this stamp. Look how pretty that is. So I wanted to work with that. And I've used it a lot because it's quite black from the ink. So I'm just putting a piece of glass underneath the paper so I can press quite hard, and even with that it didn't print that well, so in the end I had to go around it with a marker, and because I just wanted to fill up one side of a page I needed to mask off some of the roses. And you see me do that here, and then I thought, okay, now it's just enough, because I didn't think about where I wanted to put the face before I did this. So you see me use the marker here, and it defines the roses a bit more. In the end it was not necessary to have done this because I paint all over it, so but well, that's how it goes. Now I'm using a little bit of gesso and I'm drawing a face, and how do you call that? A profile? Un profil? And I really think that's hard to do, so I'm just trying to make her look pretty. And I think I succeeded. It's just a simple face. It's not that difficult this week, so I'm just drawing the lines with a 6B pencil, quite thick pencil point, and I really struggle with eyes in this position, so in the end it looks quite nice, but it had different stages of weird before I came to the end result. So well, just working on the jaw, it is a bit rounded. That's not the way it should look, but okay. Using the gesso as I always do to color the face and be able to paint all over it, and I wanted to use the Neo colors today, and maybe some pencils or something, so I really needed a layer of gesso to go over the, well, it's that glossy spray that doesn't pick up the pencils that well, so that's why I did it. Now, and she has a bit of a Afro-American look to her, I thought, while I was doing this, a beautiful dark lady, so I went with that, of course, in my colors. So first I tried with watercolor pencils. You can see that it didn't work that well because it spread and it didn't cover her face that well. So and then I, well, didn't see where I was going, so I took my wet black pencil and I found another piece. This is longer than the one that I had. So I traced her face to so I can be able to think about where to go next. And I still saw her as a beautiful dark lady, so I still went with that. And here are the Neo colors. So I colored her in yellow, brown, orange colors, and I really wanted to show the light that was in front of her face. So along her nose, forehead, chin, I kept it as light as I could. So using the lightest colors of the Neo colors. And then her head, or top of her head, I made brown, mixed it with purple to create a nice shade, and I think she looks gorgeous this way. Using a bit more light, and I think, well, she looks pretty. Going with the brushes again, just touching up here and there, spending some time on her cheeks to give her some cheekbones. And then you can see that I created a little shading around, a little bit of shading around her face, and then I go in and color her eyes in brown color. And I used gesso and a white marker to color the white in her eye. And then I thought the roses needed more attention. I wanted to keep it the way they were, but couldn't help myself, so I had to spend some time colorizing the roses. That's always what happens. I want to create a quick page, but in the end it takes a lot of time to fiddle with the details. Now, almost done, I think. No, not with the page, but with the painting, yes. And then I had this part of a song in my head, and it said, if you want to be somebody or want to go somewhere, you got to stand up and pay attention. That's from Sister Act 2. But I turned it around and said, if you want to be somebody or want to go somewhere, you've got to stand up and do something. So I thought that was a nice saying, and I really, it was in my head, so I had to use it. So I am gluing them down, going over it with a black pencil, but I didn't like it that much. It didn't stand out, and I really wanted to do something with white letters, but if I tried putting white on here and it didn't look right. So then I went in with a little bit of gesso to color it around the roses. Shouldn't have done that, but here you see me change it again. I mixed a little bit of red acrylic paint with a flow improver and go over letters and background. And then I wipe it off with a tissue, and then I can go over it with the white. So basically this is it. And it is still an easy project, but I hope you liked it, and I say bye bye.